allow the children.
South Africa, things have now gotten to the head, and a country like Ghana have actually taken it serious, and the conversation around the relevance of being Africans or being brothers or wherever, if it's still very much valid or not, that conversation is also ongoing. South Africans, or should I say the Black South Africans, who felt so economically shortchanged, according to them, their government has allowed foreigners, in quotes, in this case, right, their fellow Africans, as foreigners who have come to South Africa to take their jobs, as well as to run drug businesses, ruin their youth, and so many other accusations they have alleged against these foreigners. So it all started from them telling everybody to go back to their country. All right, go and fix your country, go back to your other African countries and leave South Africa alone. So some of them were like angry because these immigrants, in quotes, these African immigrants, you know, are setting up what they call the spaza shop. That is like the corner shop that we have here in the UK, and probably like a Diaboki kiosk that you have all over Nigeria as well, right? So they said the spaza business, corner shop business, should be left alone should be left alone for the South Africans. That said, the other Africans meddling in these local businesses have denied the Black South Africans the economic opportunity that is meant to be for them in their country, right? So they now took it upon themselves to get rid of these immigrants. So initially, they usually like protest, then they will attack people, then they'll go back. But in the last few months, they have resorted into other deadly attacks, like including killing people. So they were arresting people, looting shops in the name of chasing these immigrants away. They said the immigrants are selling, the spaza shops are selling fake products. And most of these outlets are being used as a drug, kind of like a depot or something. Their government seemed like powerless. Their president once spoke about it, like to condemn it, but they just seem not to have the capacity to stop it. So now, their movement to get rid of foreigners from their country, Africans from their country, right? Okay, hang on. I think it all started with, we need to get rid of illegal immigrants, so the illegal Africans, you know, but it has now snowballed to just all immigrants should leave. Okay, like everybody should leave, everybody should go. Now they have set a date aside where they are going to have this national massive, like eviction, whatever, for all these immigrants in their country. June 30, that's going to be next month. So people who called on their government, for example, Nigerians, right, who have actually been part of the main target of these South Africans, okay, they blame Nigerians a lot. Like Nigerians are into doing drugs, Nigerians are using their women as prostitutes, Nigerians are kidnapping their children, Nigerians are selling drugs to their people and all that stuff. So Nigerians in particular is a special case. So Nigerian government offered Nigerians in South Africa, that if you want to return back to Nigeria, right, you can be evacuated, you and your family, but you would have to pay for the flight. For Ghanaians, right, 300 of them were evacuated today from South Africa, and it was free. So I'm going to take you through all what is going on in South Africa for the next few minutes, including their leaders who are organizing this protest and what they are saying, right? And then we're going to go to Ghana too, how the first evacuation process of Ghanaians actually played out. So that's where we're going to start from tonight. So first, the South Africans who blame foreigners for their own economic woes in their country, right, took to the street, and it was massive. Not just the streets, they were going into people's homes, you know, like apartments that they know that foreigners, as they call them, other Africans are living in, right? So they were targeted, evacuated. Some people were actually like evacuated from their own homes, evicted from their own homes by this mob. And those are the lucky ones. They went to some of these other shops where other Africans are like, working. So they had all their employers sack them. They told them to go home. Okay. Those who showed them their legit, their papers, so to say, most of them still get, brutalized, beaten up, because it wasn't about your papers anymore. In fact, if you show them any valid papers, right, these guys will tell you it is probably forged or fake. So you just have no escape means from this mob movement in South Africa. So here, when they were going from street to street, the one they currently are moving, which is to alert their government that if they won't evict these foreigners, these Africans from their country, right, they will have to do it themselves in a very much violent way. Okay, but here, first part.
Round 2. About to fuck off up. About to Amba makwara up. Asisubanga up. Mama futseke. Mama futseke. Umuntu nenkazana yakhe ngayidangeni. Mama futseke.
Yeah, they must just go. I'm tired of it. Yeah, it's too much.
Oh, Haini. Nabo, Shem, Nabo. I say have too much in there. Ay, bakit bamletelani? Bamleheni nakakapapa. Una mana tulusing Oh, Masana! Sila!
Young or old though, they are almost in on it, so to say. And I think we probably shouldn't really generalize at some point, but we have seen South Africans who have condemned, this rising violence themselves, and they believe that it is purely sponsored, well organized, by the way, and it's kind of like a spreading and spreading. So usually, right, when people have this kind of movement that is so important to them, right, the most civilized way of going about it would have been to pressure your government if you think your government is not doing enough on immigration, as that is their own reason for doing all of this. Okay, they said their government is so weak when it comes to immigration. So therefore, they allowed many undocumented Africans to cross into their country and commit crimes and the rest of that. So they would have used this kind of a movement, so to say, right, to pressure the government or even vote out a government that is not listening to you. I think that's what is going on all over the world right now, where this issue of immigration and all that are becoming very, very volatile, so to say. So, but the South Africans chose another way, or these South Africans chose another means, which is to take the laws into their own hands. And then they have all these targeted people, that these businesses owned by non-South Africans, even if some of them are actually like South Africans too, through marriage and all of that stuff, that you can get naturalization and become a citizen of another country, so to say, right? But this does not count once you have become targeted. We have seen legitimate businesses, people who have been, even people who actually told them that they are married to South Africans and they have children who are like half Gambians, half South Africans, half Ghanaians, half South Africans, or half Nigerian, half South Africans. So pretty much like they are South Africans, so to say, they are not covered. It is that bad. I understand that there are many people who have told us as well that most of these violent protests and all of that are existing in the poorest part of South Africa. However, they have disrupted people's lives, or uprooted people's lives. In fact, they have taken people's lives because of this, their campaign. Anyway, if their angst, or anger, is because of illegal immigrants and they want them to leave, or because these undocumented foreigners are selling fake products or fake food and what have you to the South Africans, ordinarily that should have been the job of government, okay, to get these people, right, arrested, prosecuted. And of course, if they realize that they violated their immigration status and all that, right, deport them. That's the responsibility of the government. However, like I said before, it seems their government is so powerless, overwhelmed in a way. Let's take a look at this. Can we say this is also because of immigration, where they are looting somebody's business in the name of protest?
How much of that guy did he have? That guy only see how much he had. They talking about
That bathong ke fridge ya Coke ya ba sia my friend. Ke tla poster. Bathethile bawuthetha nethi mina ndingomuntu umuntu uyawunyapha kum andingomuntu
Listen, Bob, calm down. Listen. Baba, hello. Be calm, sit down, don't cry, listen. We are here to listen. Okay. Wait, Bob. Wait, we are busy with the situation. There is no need for you to cry. Please, be calm. Besides,
the guy they are telling to be calm. There is no need to cry and all that. They entered his flat and they moved all his furniture, all his stuffs, right? Personal belongings. They evicted him from his house. Like, it is so sad, okay, that these guys have sort of like become so powerful, almost like more powerful than even their own government. If you have property in South Africa and you are a foreigner, there's a chance that they want you to leave that property and get out. And if you won't, they may kill you. If you're South African, right? And then you rent your properties to non-South Africans, you are also going to be a target. So it is either you begin to evict them right now, or they will come and evict them by themselves and yourself. Well, you'll be treated as a traitor. They are saying everything on social media and calling them xenophobia, like, oh, South Africans are xenophobic. They are xenophobia, blah, blah, blah. They don't seem to care. A lady called Jacinta Ngobesi, right, is their leader, especially for this, what they call them, something front movement or so, who happened to be their leader. She said, this problem have persisted enough that they have decided to take actions themselves. And if other African leaders decided to condemn South Africa for doing this, that is their own problem. They should go and fix their country, because you can't blame them to being xenophobic when they are being killed. They are being this or that, by people from other African countries. This is the lady.
Okay. In terms of Africa Day, denouncing that we are African would be absolutely ridiculous. We are South African, but we're also African. What we stand for does not remove that we are African. It just says that for a good relationship to prosper between South Africa and all other African countries, we all need to be able to hold each other accountable as leaders, first of all. We also need to be able to treat our people in the way that South Africa is expected to treat them. Because you can't be making demands about your people and their treatment here when they come into the country, you start hitting them and beating them and abusing them. Currently, Nigeria has a crisis where babies are being kidnapped. Babies. They went into a home that is an orphanage where children live, and they stole those babies and kidnapped them. And it's absolutely disgusting that African leaders are not calling out Nigeria for the atrocities that they are committing with the same vigor that they have for this apparent xenophobia that they're creating in their heads. If African leaders genuinely want to make Africa great and they want Africa to unite, they can't be neglecting things that are that important. Those poor children deserve a life. They didn't do anything to anyone. All they did was come into this world. But the Nigerian government gets to be excused from all this behavior because African leaders do not have the guts to call each other out. They're busy protecting their individual interests. I mean, Tinubu doesn't even live in Nigeria, for crying out loud. What kind of government is a president is being a president of people and not even living in that country. Yet our president will go and meet him and they'll clap hands and they'll smile and they'll laugh at each other. Why would the presidents of South Africa not find it problematic that the people of Nigeria are having babies kidnapped, babies, people who are voiceless? And this is exactly why I have a problem with these NGOs and NPOs that are flooded here in this country. They want to have free will to get away with all kinds of nonsense, but they never ever take that energy and go and save those Nigerian babies. We saw them running and going to save other countries there. Why are they not going to Nigeria, investing the money that they're putting into keeping immigrants here to go and save those babies in Nigeria? So right now I'm calling for all African governments to stand up for those babies that are kidnapped in Nigeria, for those girls and those women who are being abused and kidnapped and killed by those groups and those Muslim groups, associated groups that they said are there. They can't keep quiet at a time like this. They can't be focusing on the so-called xenophobia where nobody's died and they keep claiming that people are dying when there's actual people dying in that country. We have a crisis with African leaders who don't have a backbone to stand up for what is right. They must stand up for those children and stop talking about xenophobia here. I'm sorry.
See, did you hear that? So she used Nigeria as a point of contact of the textbook definition of failed leadership, a failed country, in defense of the atrocity and all of the atrocious activities they are also carrying out in the name of defending their own South Africa. Nigeria is the bad example of how a country should never be run. You understand? So people are being killed in Nigeria. People are being kidnapped in Nigeria. African leaders are meeting about South Africa xenophobia, which is not bad, by the way, but they are not telling themselves the truth about how they are all running their countries. Just take a look at Nigeria. Then she took a dig at their police as well. Why they are not allowing or trusting their police to do their job, rather planning to start arresting them, because I think things have gotten to that point where the South African government are now talking tough and want to start clamping down on them. I don't know how far that's going to go. That's Jacinta.
And you know, for the first time, I must say, I must give credit to SABC for their journalist, who asked the correct questions to an immigrant. I think I've never in my life seen a journalist ask questions to an immigrant. What are you doing in the country? How did you get here? Why are you still here? Are you breaking the laws of the country? No. The questions you guys like asking them: have you eaten? How much food have you had today? Oh, how are your children going to school? Oh my gosh, what did Martin March do to you? Oh, that is so sad. Guys, there's laws in this country. This thing of running a country on Ubuntu is exactly what got us here. All those countries in there said poverty stories there. If you were to go use Pamela to that country, nobody's going to ask you if you've eaten. Nobody cares if you've eaten. Why are we running a country on Ubuntu? How much Ubuntu can you extend to the whole continent and the whole world? We have laws in this country and those laws must be respected. Whether you are sad, whether you're a refugee, because this other one is saying he came here as a refugee because he had a fight with his family. Like imagine, you are a refugee because you had a fight with the family and you decide to go to a whole other country. Hi, we've got serious problems in this country. So today's meeting was just that. It was just the government being government. They don't have what I can tell you, they don't have a plan. One, they don't know how they're going to fix the immigration crisis except to intimidate us to submission to keep quiet. They don't know who's going to help them to solve the problem, and more than anything, they are very terrified of those African countries. There's one thing I must tell you: they never call them out on the human rights violations they are committing on their own people. But they know how to tell much and much not to violate those people. Their own government violated them first. Why are you not attending to the initial problem, the root cause of the problem? And that's why
So again, that is their own position, their own argument that South Africa can no longer be the country that will take care of other African countries' problems. when their people have to run away from those countries and come to South Africa, it shouldn't be their problem anymore. So they should go back to their country. So Ghana took that serious. So today, or from yesterday, they started the preparation to actually evacuate those who are ready to leave. And 300 Ghanaians signed up for the first batch. They were supposed to actually get another set of people tomorrow. I think they've kind of like canceled that for the weekend, right? So they're going to do another transfer or evacuation by the weekend, right? So their foreign affairs minister, or somebody from the office of the foreign affairs minister, was in South Africa, as well as all of their embassy kind of like staff. They were all on this, enough that the whole exercise was actually captured. I'm going to share with you, all right? So here was their Minister of Foreign Affairs in Ghana.
Yeah, there is a process with the Ghanaian High Commissioner in South Africa, going through the list, and once that is done, it's voluntary repatriation. We can't stop anyone who wants to voluntarily leave the country, but we still have an obligation with those that will be remaining in South Africa, because that voluntary repatriation will not take all Ghanaians out of South Africa. There will be those that will be remaining. We have an obligation, and I want to also believe that the Ghanaian government also understand that that obligation should also be shared with them. Yeah,
somebody from the Ghanaians High Commission in South Africa, or High Commission to South Africa. That's their embassy. But the moment they cleared the first list, a lot of these Ghanaians, because I don't know the exact number of Ghanaians living in South Africa. I heard that the number of Nigerians that are legitimately living in South Africa, they are just about 100,000. Well, maybe that's massive, right? 100,000. Anyway, I don't think the Ghanaians number will probably be 1/10 of that, or maybe, you know. So the moment they cleared their first list, I think these ones were actually happy to leave the hell all.
Mahama why nina mushe ba so na abalo. Yes, you bele hum. You koya you going. Hey, NDC, we love you. Ya betu atu. Hey, yako Ghana. Hey, ya ba me mu twehe. Come up montu mu yem. E bom tio bia. Mahama ntia ba. So na aba. Ghana High Commission high Pinso. Invest number. With the first badge, you said no badge. We and no one go hotel or okay. We over for Marco Hotel. No Marco Dano, Pano Modio, because so met you and watch. So I'm with the people back on now. Hey, Mahama, I love you so much. Mahama, Niniana, Mahama, Nano. Another
hey! Yeah, baby. You see this your president is trying, eh? Ghana president is try. Ghana. Hey, Yazoo. NDC. Mahama. Yeah. You see the NDC.
You see how happy they were to leave. You know, like, oh, bon, we can't wait to get back to our country, kind of. And mind you, it's actually free. Just get your name on the list, and then they will tell you where the evacuation point is. And then you're going to meet up there, and they will transfer you to an hotel where they have all of them kind of like a sleep overnight. And then the following day, they were on the plane. And that was today, to South Africa. I have somebody calling from Gambia, I believe. Hello.
Yes, I'm the one. Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. How are you?
Oh, very good. Fine. I'm Mr. James. I'm calling from the Gambia.
Mr. James from the Gambia. You are live, Papa.
Yes. Yeah, you see, the problem is this. This matter has multifaceted dimensions. It's not as simple as we are looking at it. I do not know if you can organize a special program so that I appear live with you, we discuss it face to face and get to the bottom of this matter. I lived in South Africa for 10 years and I left there 20 years ago. So I kindly work out the modalities so that
we can arrange that. But what would you like to share with us now? You know what I mean?
Okay. The root cause of this problem is corruption. When the ANC, both Nigerian part and the South African part, look at it this way. When the ANC was fighting the apartheid administration, they came to Nigeria, Ghana, Guinea, Zambia, Tanzania, and other African countries. Nigerian government spent millions of dollars helping these people. But however, nobody is mentioning that while this money was being collected those days when I was a little boy, a good amount of the money was embezzled in Nigeria. Newspapers carried this report that South African Relief Fund was being embezzled.
Looted.
I was in the high school in those days. Now, when they got back to South Africa, while they were moving up and down the world, the level of comfort the ANC boys enjoyed was unqualified. They lived like kings. The amount of money they were getting from African countries was not accounted for. It was not a legitimate government. So they were just getting free money, spending it anyhow. When they returned after apartheid in 1994, that source of revenue was completely gone.
Cut off.
It was cut off. So they are now like commoners. They descended heavily on the state treasury. There was a case of involving a man called Shabi Sheikh and Jacob Zuma. They emptied the treasury. They emptied the treasury. Thabo Mbeki had no option than to kick Jacob Zuma out of the vice presidency because constitutionally he had the right. Then after that, Jacob Zuma fought his way back. When he returned, he got involved with this Shabi Sheikh, the Gota family affair. That is a state capture. If you read the Zondo report, if you want to see it, I can forward them to you. Zondo report on the state capture. They finished, the level of corruption there is very frightening. And not only that, I will send you a report of an oil deal between the Nigerian government and the South African government. During the apartheid administration, Nigeria was not doing business with South Africa because we regarded them as an illegitimate government. At the end of apartheid, the South African government wrote the Nigerian government that they want to start business relationship, which the Nigerian government agreed. Now they talk about crude oil lifting from Nigeria to South African government. The very first shipment of crude oil from Nigeria to South Africa was diverted to Cayman Islands. It was a man called Tony Leon in South African Parliament, member of the Democratic Alliance, a white man, who raised the issue. I will send you the report published by Mail and Guardian of South Africa on this matter. You get the point? So
I'm with you.
It is good. It is the corruption level among the members of the ANC that is making them not to be able to deliver goods and services to their people. These people are just fighting shadows because if you remember what happened in Ghana in 1969, the reign of Kofi Busia, they also expelled Nigerians and other nationals. In 1979, Jerry Rawlings came and executed 3 former heads of state by firing squad. All boiled down to corruption, inability to deliver goods and services. Nigerian government under Shagari and Buhari, they did the same thing.
Yes, Ghana must go.
Good. Ghana must go. And what came out of it? Nothing. The economy did not improve. In Zambia, when Kenekanda was top, when his government, when he lost the election, Frederick Chiluba took over from him He also expelled foreigners from his country. How is Zambia today? In Gabon, and Gabon and Equatorial Guinea, they've been expelling foreigners since God knows when. So this habit of expelling foreigners because of economic problems.
Eviction too, remember?
You mean?
No, I mean Zimbabwe too. But those ones probably just evict Africans though.
Very good. So you see, this issue of blaming foreigners for inability of government to deliver goods and services is not new.
It's not new.
The way the South Africans are going about it is going to be very, very catastrophic. I encourage all foreigners, I mean Black Africans, to quit South Africa now. That country is sliding into anarchy as we're talking right now. Because if you know the amount of illegal guns in circulation in South Africa, they run into millions. They've been looking for these guns since apartheid era, when they were using it to kill people up till now. I hope you get me.
I'm with you.
Now, it is not Nigerians, Ghanaians, or whatever it is that brought crime to South Africa.
No.
South Africa has been very violent. There is a book I want you to read if you have the time.
Yeah.
It is titled Cry, the Beloved Country by Alan Paton. It was published in 1948 when the apartheid government, the national government, won the general election in 1948. They officially made apartheid the system of government. That book discussed the rot in the South African system. Crime is as old as South Africa. And Nigerians did not import drugs to South Africa. No. They met it in South Africa. The problem is that Nigerians are the hawkers. Those who actually bring them in containers are Indians and the Greeks and Lebanese.
I do know this, by the way, because from what I have gathered, right, even South Africans themselves knows those who run these things. But like they've been doing, just blame the foreigners and see if they're probably elevated their worries or something.
Good. Now, there are just another problem again is that during apartheid, there was a party they called Inkatha Freedom Party, headed by Mangosuthu Buthelezi. This party was at war with ANC. They were collaborating with the white regime to fight the ANC during the liberation struggle. It's a Zulu party. Now, it got to a point whereby when Nelson Mandela won independence in 1994, he made Mangosuthu Buthelezi the first Home Affairs Minister to show to him that let bygone be bygone. Be you a Zulu or whatever it is, that's not the issue now. Let's build the country together. It is these same Zulus who used Jacob Zuma to empty the treasury during Thabo Mbeki's government and while he was president. It is these same Zulu who are instigating this uprising you are seeing now. The ANC is made up of people. It's made up of people from Eastern Cape. They are called the Xhosa, Xhosa. They call the Xhosa. They constitute most of the leadership of the ANC. Whereas the people fighting them now are the Zulus from Durban. I hope you get me. So this is a tribal matter, it's a political matter, and quite a lot of things. Now, why is the ANC unable to do anything now? They are unable to do anything now because all the crowds you see there, don't be alarmed. If you discover that almost 90% of them are armed with, Beretta pistols. Those people you see in the crowd, they are armed to the teeth. No South African police can confront them. This is why they are just backing down. If not, there was a riot in the mine. There was a riot in the mine some years ago. The place is called Marakina or something like that. There were miners protesting the poor conditions of service. The South African police opened fire on them, which reminded people of what the apartheid government did in 1962 during Sharpeville massacre. Now that South African government that opened fire at Marakisa, I think it's Marakisa or Maracana mines, they are unable to confront this crowd now because this crowd, they are armed to the teeth. Don't just look at them.
Beyond there, what we are seeing them with, all those shield, all those dressing and all that. Beyond that, right? They are armed.
They are prepared for war. They are prepared for war. That's why that is how the Zulus dress when they go to their traditional war, while they were fighting the white people. So this matter is deep rooted. I blame both sides, both the Nigerian government and the South African government.
And you are so kind of like a vast in it, indeed, that I'm going to actually save your number, all right? And I'm going to reach out, okay? And indeed, I wouldn't mind to bring you on to the program one of these days if a topic like this pops up again, all right? So thank you so much, sir, for this.
Yeah, so just try to organize this and let me know. I prepared very well. You see, your program is a public enlightenment program.
That's right. I will reach out. Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you.
God bless you, sir. You have a very good one, okay? Well, that's kind of like a deep when you realize that the other factors that really make up or contributes to what we are witnessing today is quite deeper and historical as well. But I agree with him. Nigerians didn't bring a drug to South Africa. Nigeria didn't bring crime to South Africa. Crime, drug in South Africa is as old as the country. So back to the evacuation. So Ghanaians who boarded these evacuation buses arrived at OR Tambo International Airport, where they were prepared to be evacuated to Ghana. And in Ghana, right, the government, it seemed like the whole Ghana was actually waiting for them. You know what I mean? We saw the video of the Ghanaians who were so happy that they were living the hell old, okay? That they were happy to go back to their country. You know what I mean? However, in their country, the reason why you probably saw that happiness, I'll show you, was because even back in their country, almost the whole country was waiting for them. So the government of Ghana ended up not only evacuating them for free and their families, right? They were also providing allowances, 2 allowances. One called the travel allowances. Travel allowance, where you can travel back to any part of Ghana where you come from. Then another one called the resettlement, kind of like allowances. That one is for you that are returned back from South Africa, getting your life back, like putting your life back together. They have the resources for that. I'm going to get to that part. Let's see that evacuation first.
We appreciate our president. God will bless you, Mahama. Mahama, God bless you, my brother. We appreciate what you do for us. Don't drive money, Mahama.
God bless you. His Excellency. God bless you. Who say man no day? Who say NDC? Allah.
Yeah. These are nice.
You are not going to arrive in Ghana as if you are orphans. You arrive to a hero's welcome. Hero's welcome. The Chief of Staff himself has called me that he would love to join me to receive you. And he will be there leading a high-powered government delegation to receive all of you. You have seen the arrangements that the President has made. We have met and discussed a 5-item package that everybody will be entitled to. We want to show the world that we cherish our nationals. Our citizens matter to us. Yeah. You are not refugees. You are not some destitutes. Ghana is not some war zone where we cannot take care of our own. Ghana is a place to be. And that's why many foreigners are trooping to Ghana. If I show you the passenger numbers, the number of foreigners who come to Ghana on a daily basis, and they always feel at home. And so, as you know, you are always going to be welcome in Ghana. We will accept you as royals, Muya Yadishia, as we say in Ghana, and that is how we will welcome you.
And that's how they were welcomed. But they had a sort of like a reception for them, a welcome reception for them in Ghana, at the Ghana airport, where they actually set the whole place for people who want to come and witness the return of these Ghanaians from South Africa. 5 packages, or like 5 stuff. I just told you 2, right? First, let me show you when they arrived in Ghana, this first batch, when they arrived in Ghana this evening.
Hey. Pilot. Thank you.
We want a clear view.
Okay, then we use it.
I put Ghana number one. I made Ghana number one in Africa. I made Ghana number one in Africa. I made Ghana number one in Africa. It's me. I did.
Yeah, that's the arrival. And then there was a reception for them as well, where they had a service of song, you know what I mean? Probably just to give God the glory that this went well. Okay, so at the airport, when they finally arrived at the, the airport hall.
That is not all. President Mahama says that all of you should be given 2 special allowances. One for your transportation. So there will be a transportation allowance to wherever you live, wherever your homes are, wherever you are going to come to. And then there will be a reintegration allowance, a special package to help you put your lives back on track.
Did you hear that? So they'll get the transportation allowance to get them to wherever they want to go to in Ghana. And they will also get the reintegration allowance, which is to help them at least get their lives back together in Ghana. So Jacinta, the leader of the mob, in South Africa said Ghana is just overreacting, that they didn't claim that Ghanaians are criminals, or they never really attacked the Ghanaians, that the Ghanaian government and the Ghanaian police, they went on TV to say, oh, you know, the Ghanaians were being attacked and all that. This was just overreaction. Out of interview that we watched earlier, all right? Jacinta.
In English, it's a hyperbole, where I think the Ghanaian government really overreacted. I think it's disappointing, man. I think we've had a lot of respect for Ghana as a country and for the people of Ghana, and we still do. But for them to react in the way that they did is largely dishonest. Because for them to claim that there were people who were beaten up when they know there were no people beaten up, and for the Minister of Police to even echo that is absolutely ridiculous. What we saw in that video was Victoria Africa talking to someone who had broken the laws of the country, come in illegally, come in legally and stay illegally, which is something a lot of foreign nationals do. And instead of them addressing that issue in a correct manner, to say, listen, we noted that there's a citizen of ours who is in the country, so broken the laws, these are our concerns, etc., etc. They decided to do a whole PR exercise that would paint South Africa as xenophobic. Very disappointing. And now we've got a lot of these Ghanaians on television actually telling us how they got into the country. Many of them are saying, I'm here in South Africa and I came on a visitor's visa, I'm staying here now, etc., etc. You know, those are the actual events, that there's a lot of law breakers in the country, and we are expecting. In English, it's a...
So she believes that Ghana overreacted by evacuating their citizens when they have respect for, she says she has respect for Ghana or Ghanaians. So they were not after Ghanaians. That the only conversation that they are referring to was when the mob, we laid one Ghanaian who told them that, you know, he's been in the country illegally anyway. So anyway, here is an ANC, the ruling party, one of the ruling party shifting, right? Reacting to this new developments. And this time there is a growing kind of like push to start having the leaders of the mob arrested. But here.
And then they close them down and they say that, no, small businesses here in Ghana are for Ghanaians. And so on. So we must never allow ourselves to be characterized as xenophobic by failure to enforce our laws. And be clear, we have a problem in South Africa of illegal, undocumented people who come to our country. And that is a big risk of national security. But at the same time, there is a danger that this situation can degenerate and become a state of lawlessness, and people just get funded. You can see some of them, they are well funded at these NGOs and so on, and the people that lead them. But the minute you touch on them, you touch the raw nerve, because people are afraid to tell the principle and the truth because of elections. South Africans are not xenophobic. They don't hate other Africans. The issue that we challenge and agree with, we've got the problem of undocumented people here, and they are not just African. Even though they are in majority in Africa, there's even white undocumented people here. They are sophisticated because of the color of their skin. So some of them own shops, Hyde Park and everywhere else, but they don't have documentation and so on. So we need to deal with that. And government need to lead that issue with confidence.
Make your law work and all of that. So to the rest of the protesters asking the foreigners to leave their country, the momentum is gathering or growing. And then they are all targeting the June 30 by the end of, or by the 30th of June next month. They want to strongly believe that they would have succeeded in removing a sizable number of foreigners from their country, Africans, by the way.
Dear Mr. President, Cyril Ramaphosa, how do you feel? How do you feel? Abantwana basemzansi youth igcwele kangaka ifuna imisebenzi while wena uthi constitution awilandeleli ngoba konke okuqale ku constitution awunandaba nako. Sawuthini wena uyi-EFF ubona abantu bahluphe ukuthi amakwerekwere agcwale South Africa. Nawe AfriForum uthini? South Africa is for South Africans. Commander Moni.
South Africa for South Africans. By the way, other African countries, like, I don't know if the conversation is serious in Nigeria, but they're having that kind of conversation in Ghana now, where they are also asking their governments, okay, to nationalize any South African business in Ghana. Not that the government has taken a position, no, but people are already kind of looking for ways to get back at the South Africans who are living in Ghana. It's a way of a payback. And there are those who are already doing same in Nigeria. I saw a video of a handful of people that picketed one South African business. I think it was in Lagos or Abuja. I can't remember, but I saw a video just briefly where people are reacting in fringes as we speak. Somebody's online. Hello.
Hello, Maiyegun. Good evening, my brother.
Good evening.
Thanks. This is Ruben, and thanks for what you've been doing so far. We really love you, and we really enjoy your program.
Thank you.
So I'm Ruben. I called a couple of days, but I'm just watching your program today. But I was like, I have to chip in because you see, with what I just saw tonight about Ghana, Maiyegun. We Nigerians, we are in big problem.
I don't want to touch that myself.
No.
I just left that to the rest of us, okay? Because as a Nigerian watching that, you can't relate.
No, Papa Maiyegun, I nearly shed tears. We are in big problem. You know what Ghana did to these people that just returned from South Africa? It's a big slap on us. It's like they are mocking us. For people who have critical thinking, it's a slap on us, Nigeria. Am I able? And I will break it down.
Please.
You see, I watched your show yesterday. It seems like Sam didn't get what other guy was saying, that corruption is still what is holding Nigerian economy together. I will go back to it. Because let me tell you one thing, Maiyegun. You see, leave my country. It's not a do or die. If your country is working, it's how every country should treat their returning citizens. At least give them a welcome package. Okay, give them something to start their life.
At least make them feel like, oh, more, why did I even leave my country?
Like yeah, man. Every time I travel to Nigeria, if you see that a DPOA is business, at least they are seeing something. I'm not saying it's a good thing, no, but at least they can start something. You see, the reason why I say this is a slap on Nigeria is this. You see, back to the yesterday program, when Sham probably maybe she didn't understand what narrative that guy was trying to push out about the corruption, making Nigerian economy still up to what it is now. You see, we have corruption in every aspect of Nigeria, every department. And I'll break it down to you. You see, this thing that Ghana did to their returning citizens, if it was Nigeria, somebody would lobby for that contract. That, let me be the person that will distribute that thing to those returning people. Yes. We always want to lobby for everything. These people came, their government officials spoke to them directly that, okay, this is what we have for you. Look at the way they treat them.
Right from South Africa, the first video of that minister addressing them that you are not a refugee, you are not destitute. You will be returning back to Ghana as royals. That's the message of their president to them. Do you know that, how that feels? Like the reassurance are kind of, and then they followed it up.
Of course. Maiyegun, now I now realize, I now understand the reason why Nigerians in South Africa told Peter Obi that they would rather die in South Africa than to come back to Nigeria, because they can never get this kind of a package. It's a country about Nigeria. Okay, let me take few before I will give other people chance to talk. You know, in this country, United Kingdom, if you don't have papers and you are voluntarily want to go back home, you know this country will give you a couple of thousands of pounds to start yourself back home.
£3,000. It's factual. They written there. It's like it is even written in their whatever law, whatever.
Exactly.
3K.
But you know the reason why. People don't want to voluntarily go back because because British government won't give them directly that money. I think they will have to give it to their embassy.
Oh.
So the embassy should give it to them. Yeah, they don't pay them directly.
Really?
If they pay them directly, I don't think they pay them directly. British government won't pay them directly. I think they have to give it to like maybe foreign minister or something that when they get to their country, they will give it to them. But in Nigeria, when they arrive in Nigeria, they won't give it to them. That is the problem.
Most of them are left at the airport now. You'll be the one calling your family that have been deported, though.
Of course. Okay, look at this, Maiyegun. Look at Super Eagle. You see, NFF, what is the Football Federation of Nigeria? Will say, okay, each match, whether win or lose, you are getting $2,000 as match bonus. They will call those guys money. Somebody will put it to 1K. You see, all these Super Eagles, they always get upset when they are in camp, when they are in any competition. Why is it that we are so corrupt to the extent of when they give you money that give this person £10,000, somebody want to take a cut from me? Why? Why? I don't shake the working on. Now.
Because so easy. You understand? Wait, how many of you want to go back? You got what I mean now?
Because Nigeria man in South Africa. Because they blame
I didn't show you. Let me tell you something, Baba. May I tell you something? I didn't share that video of these returnees. These returnees to Ghana, they were sharing their experiences, what they faced. So, one guy said he's so happy to return back to his country, right? He said if he has the bullets, whatever, lodged in his own back or something from when these South African criminals, attacked attacked one of the company he was working for. So he's a driver. So they wanted to hijack the truck. And whatever was inside, so they shot at him. They thought he's dead. Others were sharing what they faced on a very daily. In that country, they were so happy to return back. There's an old man. There's an old man that was like, they removed him from the hospital. He is actually like, he's been living in South Africa for like maybe 20 something years. He has their passports, by the way. Sure you get. Wow. But they treated him so bad that when he was sharing his own story, or more,
Maiyegun, even if Nigerians in South Africa,
imagine if they now evacuate Nigerians and they start asking Nigerians to tell their stories, what they face in South Africa.
No, they don't have. They won't be able to. No. Maiyegun, even if EFP voluntarily say, okay, I will donate my flight. I want to bring. I want to start bringing Nigerians back home. You know, and you know what part of it? Okay, fine, no. If you come back, I will give you 1 million naira to start your life. Some people will still want to take a call out of that 1 million. You'll be shocked that maybe they will end up giving them 200,000 naira.
I won't be shocked though, because that's what the only shock I'll get is that if they promise them 1 million naira and they give them 1 million naira, that's what will shock me.
Maiyegun, you see that song you normally play. No, today, because I saw your post today on your Facebook. God bless you.
Baba, you have a very good one, okay? Let's go to Nigeria, okay? We have been at the South African Ghanaians, exchanges, by the way. So let's go to Nigeria now. So in Nigeria, I'm going to start with the current, should we call it the current reactions of the guys who are like in the entertainment sector of Nigeria industry all those artists, singers, actors, and the rest, they have started speaking on these 45 school children taken from their schools in Oyo State 2 weeks ago. They are calling on government. I mean, it's just basically how some of them are actually like, reacting in a way like that just happened yesterday. So I'm going to say it is better late than never anyway. All right. So here, back home.
Today's Children's Day, but there's absolutely nothing happy about the day. In fact, it's completely miserable. Over 40 people were kidnapped in Oyo State, most of them children. Nursery and primary school children. Just so you understand how young these kids are. They can't be with their families. Their families still do not know where they are. The last image that their families have of them are of them being tortured, being flogged. These guys have recorded themselves torturing these children. They recorded themselves beheading a teacher. Our government hasn't done anything. As usual, they make the announcement, yeah, they are making efforts. Oh, man. And you know, the most infuriating thing about this entire thing is, as all these things are happening, these guys are campaigning. These guys are campaigning to be re-elected. To be re-elected on what basis? To come back so that more people can be killed? And there are people among us, supposedly educated, supposedly enlightened, that are openly supporting them. I don't know. Look, I can't pretend to have all the answers. But I know for sure that keeping quiet, carrying on business like nothing is happening is definitely not the answer.
I just dropped my kids off school this morning and I am scared. Legit scared. I've never been this scared in my whole life. It's not even about traveling again. It's not even about traveling. Not people where you travel. Even if you're inside your house, children go to school, if you're your business place, these people can just come and capture you. Nigerians, we are not even ready for it. We are just adapting to anything. We are just soaking in everything that is happening to us. Because tell me why we've been buying fuel for 1,000 plus for the past how many months? If you complain, the next person will tell you, say, go do solar now. Go do lithium battery now. Business owners are suffering. Everyone is we are just struggling to survive. I am tired. The issue now, most people say, I go soon travel. See, if you travel, you won't carry everybody travel, follow, but your loved ones. Even if you travel, your wife, your kids, you travel. Your parents are in this country. Your siblings, your loved ones are in this country. If you even did this abroad, say they call you, say, they don't carry your mama, they don't carry your papa. Your head will correct. The solution is not traveling abroad. The solution is this country is deteriorating by the day. The poor cannot even afford 3 square meal, 2 square meals, because how many people they chop 3 times again? 2 square meal. The thing is, I am scared. It's getting more scarier every day. Every day. It's getting more scarier.
Guys, I'm scared. I'm very scared. I'm scared for my life. I'm scared for my family members. I'm scared for every Nigerian, because what is really going on? What is going on like this? Everybody's just living their lives. We are in deep shit, oh. We're in very deep shit in this country. And what scares me the most about this insecurity thing is not even the kidnapping. The kidnapping is very terrible. But you see the silence of the Nigerian government. The I don't care attitude is alarming. Like, I cannot imagine it. They can kidnap 50 people today. Everybody will set camera. We will rant. We will drag the government because that's the only thing that we can do. The next day, they will kidnap 100 persons. And nothing will happen. Nothing will happen. Everybody will fall back to their normal life until it gets to the next person again. It's not even funny. Like, why are you people so quiet? Like, why is nothing being done? The slightest security measure has not been taken yet. Like, Nothing to even assure Nigerians that, okay, we are working on it or we are doing something. Nothing like that. By this time, transport companies are still traveling without security personnel in their vehicles. Not even 1 or 2 policemen or 1 or 2 soldiers. I'm not saying they can fight bandits, but at least something to even scare them away or something to even assure the people that you care about them. Nothing at all. And you people are still traveling. You people still have mind to travel. Yesterday, I saw a video of a lady that came out to cry that her mother and brother is being kidnapped. I was so angry. I was even more angry with the people that travel. Like, why are people still traveling? Are you not scared for your lives? And somebody told me the other day that what if traveling is their means of livelihood? Are you serious? Your means of livelihood and your life, which one is more important? Have you not seen that nobody's coming to save you? Nobody's coming to save you. You can only protect yourself. There's nobody out there to protect you. There's nobody on the roads to protect you. If you don't have 50 million naira in your house or 100 million naira to pay kidnappers, sit down in your house. You don't have to go to that workplace. You don't have to go to that event. You don't have to go to your village. Sit down at home if you don't have money for flights. I know that nowhere is safe. Oh. I know that nowhere is safe. Even your house is not safe at this point. Like the kids that were kidnapped some weeks ago. They were in their school with their teachers. They didn't know that something like that will ever happen to them, but it did. I understand all those things, but we know where the tension is right now, so try and protect yourself. I know why I'm saying this thing because I know how stubborn people can be sometimes. Like, you know that you don't need to go to that trip, like you don't have to travel, but you still want to travel. You have forgotten that when you get kidnapped, it's not just about you. Your family members that are at home, your mom, your sister, your brother, your children that you left at home, they're going to worry over you. You will give them heart attack because where are they supposed to get 50 million from or 100 million to bail you out? Nigeria is on autopilot. Oh. Everybody's just doing as they like. Somebody can wake up this morning and want to start kidnapping business. So you better protect yourself because it's very obvious that the government is not coming to protect us. Today, raise money for Amaka. Tomorrow, raise money for Moses. Next tomorrow, raise money for Godwin. We are tired of raising money. We are tired of paying ransom. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, do something about this. Jesus Christ.
Kolu said that people should be law-abiding and obedient if they want this Nigeria to work. When he was asked what he is doing about these school children kidnapped in Oyo, these killings and all of that, you know, today is Salah Day, Idele Ida, Ileya. That's today. So Kolu and Shitiban were seen in mosques, okay, participating in that ritual. However, here is the Catholic Archdiocese of Lagos. His name is Alfred Adewale Martins, speaking at the ordination program of other kind of like priests, talking about the situation of the insecurity in the country as well.
We are being confirmed today in our country, Nigeria, that is facing many difficulties. Poverty, hunger, and all forms of hardship are the lot of most people of our country today. We are living in a country that so many young people are so frustrated that the only way out that they see is leaving the shores of the country, even though there is no assurance of a rosy life. To make matters worse, insecurity, banditry, and criminality of all kinds are becoming worse by the day. We have been hearing it all over the place, but only recently we heard about it in the kidnapping of children in Oyo State. Even the so-called secure areas are being attacked. Speak to the hearts and the minds of governments and security agencies at all levels to do their duty of securing the life and property of all citizens. We encourage them to isolate and remove those who are complicit in the whole story of insecurity in our nation, who are fueling the insecurity for some selfish reason. Otherwise, it will not look so undefeatable. For the sake of all that is good, all that is decent, and in the name of God, We call on those responsible to spare the people of our country from the fear and the anxiety that is ruling our hearts at this time, as we all witness the vulnerability of people, most especially in the small and rural communities spread all over the country. That those of you being confirmed today, along with all of us who have confirmed before, we are being called to bear the fruits of the Holy Spirit, as that those of you being confirmed today, along with all of us who have confirmed before, we are being called to bear the fruits of the Holy Spirit as we celebrate Pentecost. We are called to live the life of the Spirit with the courage and readiness to bear witness. I pray that the Holy Spirit will come to dwell in us and help us to be instruments for renewing the face of our country and renewing the face of our world. Come, Holy Spirit, fill the hearts of your faithful and enkindle in them the fire of God. Send forth your Spirit, and they shall be created.
So we are living in fear of the armed terrorists. We have the Boko Haram, then we also have the Fulani terrorists too. We used to actually have to deal with the Fulanis that were grazing on our farms, where we had what they call the farmers' clashes. But these days, you barely see those ones with cows making the news, except those ones with bikes that have continued to wreak havoc, carnage, burn down villages, kidnap the people, and slaughter people. So here is a Fulani herdsman that a young man encountered, or kind of like a met, in Enugu. And this conversation, right, transpired. Watch this.
Yeah, okay, what be your name?
My name is Yusuf Idris.
Yusuf Idris, how you dey?
Fine.
What thing you dey do for this area?
The rear cow.
You the rear cow?
Yes.
Wow. Okay. Are you a Fulani person?
I'm a Fulani.
You are a Fulani?
Yes.
Wow. Okay. And you are rearing cow?
Yes.
Okay. Now, anywhere where we, for this whole country now, any place they talk say kidnapping, then they call Fulani for kidnapping. What thing you feel talk about the thing?
So what thing I say, kidnappers they different than Fulani. Fulani they different, kidnappers they different. So kidnappers, if Fulani see kidnappers, he go run. So Fulani, if he go join kidnappers, even his brother go fit kill him. So we be Fulani, we no be kidnappers. And so as we did this area, anybody see us say, make it no be like say we be kidnappers, we be Fulani. With the real name, we will see our work. And we as we did, so we don't stay here. Now here we born. Now here everybody know us. We don't get that kind bad character.
Where be this way we there now?
Here na Nike. Elimi Estate. Elimi Estate. Unity Police Station.
Close to Elimi Estate.
Close to Elimi Estate.
Nike in Enugu.
Nike in the Enugu.
Okay, now where you there now?
Now where we there now.
So now where you there here now? People don't come home, you say you kidnap person.
It get sometimes they go tell us like that, but people where they live our area, when we know them, they don't fit tell us say we be kidnappers because they know us. But sometimes if they come out like those forest guard or vigilante people, they fit tell us like that. But we no be kidnappers, but they fit tell us like that. Sometimes if they see our boys, they carry nama, they fit pursue our cow, they buy our person inside.
They buy your person?
They buy our person because here, this back of Elimi Estate here, it happened to lay to our boys. 10 years, then buy them. So after we call them, we arrest them, they say, what are we not kidnappers? We say, no, we will not be kidnappers, and we will not be bandits. We will be Fulani, we will be cattle yara. So we no get hand with those people.
Okay.
So we be Fulani. Everybody see us, yes, we be Fulani. See our work.
Okay, now what you they try tell me say no be Fulani they do kidnapping. I be the Fulani where they do kidnapping, they different from the people where they rear cow.
So Fulani where they do kidnapping, they different with Fulani where they rear cow. So what I say, bad person na bad person. If you be bad person, example now. If you be bad person, another person they bad for Enugu or for Lagos, they fit join hand. Yes. Whether be Igbo, whether be Yoruba, they fit join hand.
Yes.
So whether Fulani, whether Hausa, they fit join hand. But bad person they different.
Yes.
Good person they different. So if you are the good person, me are the state people. Peace. You sabi me, I know you, you know me. So we no get problem. You be good person, I be good person. We dey stand together, shop, eat, do what we do. So
no wahala. Okay, now, I want to ask you again.
Okay.
You will be Fulani now. These people where they do the kidnapping, then they kidnap Fulani.
Then they kidnap Fulani. You get the time when they kidnap our brother here. See where we go pay. This time we go pay. The time when they kidnap our Fulani, we don't pay. We go report for this police, but they don't take that time. You don't take. Then kidnapping, if you come, me I go run, you go run. Kidnapping, they fit kidnap me.
They fit kidnap you, you will be Fulani.
Kidnap me. Why I be Fulani? They fit kidnap me.
Even as you they speak the language.
That is no me language. Bad person na bad person. That is no me language. If you person dey bad, even a brother, even a sister, that person no be better person again. So if you dey good, and that person, even a brother, even no be a brother, that person na better person.
Okay.
He no fit do bad for you.
But you get some video where they show. It's that thing they happen especially for Jos, Plateau State. You go see Fulani wey carry cow. You go they chop person farm, they uproot cassava, they cut them, they give for cow. What if you talk that one?
That is not come this our area, that is not come where me I dey stay. Where we dey stay, that is not come. Because if I see person when they root cassava, they give cow, me I fit, if you na my laborer, I know what thing that they do. I fit cash am go give am government make it lock am for me. I say see what him do. Because that is not be my character.
Yes.
No be our character. Lie, we no get dark and bad mind. What thing be our work here na to rear our nama. Maybe our nama they benefit fine. So we no get another problem now. Only our cow.
Okay, I want to ask you again. In case where your boys carry cow, they waka for road. You can see there are a lot of cow, more than 200 cow they here. In case your person carry cow, they waka for road. Now, or they waka for inside bush, your cow mistakenly chop person farm, and the person come report to you. What thing you go do?
I go beg am, we go settle.
You go settle?
I go beg am, we go settle.
Okay.
Because it don't happen, see our police station, it don't happen, then they come for police station, we dey settle them.
They settle them.
If it don't happen, we go come settle them. And we know the pray making happen, but by mistake, if the thing can't happen, we go settle them.
Okay. Now, are you in any way kind of registered in the police station, or is there a way that people identify you, maybe via through police or whatever? Do you have kind of relationship with the police or the community?
So as we come here, we fit see community like those, how then they call them, those Igwe people. We fit tell them say our cow dey here. But no be say we go give them money or another thing, but we go tell them say our cow dey here. So if we come back, we go say DPO, see our cow here. So I beg, because if a problem happen, make it know say we dey here.
Okay.
So now we make.
Okay. Yeah, Mr. Yusuf.
Yes.
Thank you very much for talking to us.
Okay.
I hope say you.
And I was reading your comments. By the way, I was reading your comments, and I saw one where it was, somebody said, that's just a propaganda, junk journalism and all of that. I'm not blaming you, and I won't blame you. You know why? The damages done to Nigeria by APC, Egbekegbe, in the last 11 years, cannot be undone. No anymore. And you will agree with me. Yes, you are going to agree with me that Nigeria is more divided now than it was after the genocidal war of 1967 to 1970. You probably will agree with me. So when Boko Haram came and they started the journey of empowering the murderous Fulani terrorists, they used these ones as a cover first. They started with, grazing on people's farms, feeding their cows with people's produce and farm produce, remember? And then they were almost like untouchable. So they did all of that to help grow the resentment that people have for Fulanis. Even on Maiyegun's diary Politico, where I clearly and all the time make people realize that we have this, I clearly as a Fulani terrorist. All right? Because there are Fulanis. We've had Fulanis all over this place before. But this aggression, this audacity, this entitlement of asking people to give up their lands or their lives started under Buhari. So this hatred or resentment and all of that people have for anything Fulani is mostly justified because of this years of APC, toxicity. So yeah, if you are watching that and you probably don't believe in that and you're like, this is nonsense, I am only showing you that video to let you know that they exist. And something like that, right, exist, especially in a state like Enugu. And also to let you know that there are Igbos who are locals, who like people who live in those communities, who see these people. We have had many of them who have actually like evicted them from their communities, right? We don't want cows here. Just go. Because people are worried. People are scared. That's somebody there, a Fulani, that you would never imagine that there will be any Fulani in this world though, that will have the audacity to lead his cows to any part of Igbo land. Because they have made you believe that the Fulani, the Igbos, they hate the Fulanis. The Igbos, if they, you know what I mean? That's the impression out there. Especially on social media though. Making you believe that, right? If you are non-Igbo, or you are a Fulani, if you go to Igbo land, you are just going there to meet your death. That's somebody there in Enugu, because there are many, many like them all over Igbo land too. You know? But of course, he is still grazing illegally on people's farms. From that is a flock of cows or so, right? From that is a herd, right? I probably feel like he has probably over 20 cows. So if he managed to sell maybe 2 or 3, he could make over 5-6 million naira or even 7 million naira. And he could get himself like 2 plots of land and set up his own ranch, which will become more profitable for him. He will make more money and he will grow his herd like in peace of mind, anywhere he wants, rather than just to keep going from people's farm to farm and all of that. You know what I mean? But yeah, that happened. Talking about bad people. You see, there are bad people everywhere. Somebody said. In fact, he said it, Abi. In Ibadan, UCH Ibadan. Okay, that's the University College Ibadan. That's the, UCH Ibadan, Abi. So they have this staff, okay, who were caught because they have been stealing diesel from the hospital's power supply or generator. So, and they were caught. It is so crazy, right? That when I was a little boy, I've been very much like in the know of people stealing from their workplace. For example, people who work in schools, like who work in the school kitchen. You get to see a lot of them stealing the food meant for the students, taking them home. I have witnessed people who were working for the water corporation stealing the diesel. And this was like about 30 years ago. Yeah, 30, if not more, years ago. Well, watching this video this afternoon reminded me of that. And I was like, this is 2026, so people are still very much doing this. Like it is still the norm, right? And we are all going to join hand together to call these criminals in government criminals. And that reminds me, that caller who spoke about the corruption that is keeping Nigeria together. You see them. They'll tell you that their salary, they don't spend. I don't spend my salary. That department they put me. They say, why don't you get a promotion and let's move you up. Let's promote you to somewhere else. I say, no, I'm okay here. I'm okay as a generator manager. So that they can steal the fuel meant for the hospital. Hospital, a place where you have to keep 24 hours electricity. And because people's lives could actually depend on it. In fact, people's life depends on it. But no, criminals.
No. Why are you laughing? Don't laugh now. No, there must be an evidence now. This is oil, Abi. Diesel. You understand? Mọ́tò wo lẹ fi gbé ilé? Èwo tún lélẹ̀?
Intervene distress.
Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ ní Nàìjíríà tá a wà yìí? Kí ló dé ṣe ojú ló ń pọ́n yín náà ní báyìí? Kí ló dé? Ṣojú náà ló ń pọ́n yín báyìí náà. Ṣo fẹ́ máa wáìnì àbí máa toast mi? Máa ìkíni bí mi láìpẹ́ respect ara rẹ̀.
Ẹni mò ń sọ fún un pé ẹni.
Hey, come here now. I'm not joking now. Ṣé màá máa ṣe tí mo wáyé ni? Kí ni ò dá mbẹ̀? Kí ló fẹ́ fi all diesel ṣe? Òun ló ní àbí òun ló ní kó gbé àbí? Wáyé tí wọ́n ṣe bá wà?
Mo sọ fún àwọn Mr. David àwọn tó ń bá David mo sọ pé kí wọ́n nígbà tó fi máa ṣe jáde.
Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? Ó yá kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? This one ibùdó tí ń ṣe? Where do you work? Lab. Then what concerns lab and diesel together? Tani, Sheni. But this person says you are the one that told him to drive you out to carry it. You are not working at the store. What's your business with diesel when you are not working at the store? You are not a storeman, you are not a driver. And what are you not doing with diesel? Can you imagine? Ṣáájú ìṣẹ̀fẹ̀ gbé jáde lélẹ́yìí. Ní Nàìjíríà yìí, dáadáa ń pariwo pé usage ò níná, kò ní gbogbo ẹ̀. Ṣáájú ìṣẹ̀fẹ̀ gbé jáde lélẹ́yìí kò dáa. Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? Kò make sense, sincerely. Ẹ wá dùn wọ́n fẹ́ gbé jáde ní usage. No.
You see that guy making the video would automatically become their enemy because they're just like, what is your own now? Can it here? Can you show like what is your own? Mind your business now. Why are you being nosy? Just walk away now. Because to them, that person just wanted to be an obstructionist, obstructing them. You know? And I think that's similarly what happened in the next video I'm about to play you, right? A lady was purportedly caught with weed. And this happened. I would like you to hear it before I make my kind of like opinion on it. Okay, so yeah, watch this.
I'm very proud of what I'm using.
Okay, you are smoking this weed?
Yes, to pray.
To pray. This woman was here with 2 children at a point in time. She was here sometimes with 2 children. We took the children from her. She wrapped, she tears the Bible and wrapped the weed with it. This is what she's smoking. And this is the Bible she tears to smoke weed. You understand? She tears the portion of the Bible and she smokes weed with it. She was here and a lot of Nigerians were saying we should release the children or we should accommodate her with the children. At that point in time, we said no. But after a long time of treatment, she was fine. And she pleaded that she was going to go home and that she was no longer going to smoke weed again. Here she is now. She has deteriorated seriously and she's been causing nuisance even at the entrance of the children's school this morning. So I decided to go and pick her. And we're going to confine her to a discreet place because she is insulting and cursing everybody. Those curses have no impact to us. You understand? But we will go and take her now and lock her up.
She was smoking weed with pages of Bible. And when she was asked why was she doing that, she said she's using it to pray. And she's not ashamed of it. Show it. If you want to record me, record me. So she was in their church, right, for spiritual care. So they said they've looked after her for some time until she left and deteriorated again. You know what I mean? So it's crazy. I don't go through a lot in Luyama, and I mean, it about make it the social media, you know. People are really dealing with it. In another church, a young boy was caught in Ikorodu. This one is in Ikorodu. A young boy. They said he's been to Kirikiri before. All for what? For stealing. He was never rehabilitated. For return from prison, little boy. He just went on to doing the same thing that sent him to prison in the first place. Unrehabilitated. Maybe not rehabilitated. I mean, it's rehabilitable or something. Here.
Yeah. Ẹ tún wojú eléyìí náà ẹ káàárọ̀. Ẹ wo àwọn youth wa yìí tí wọn already àti ṣiṣẹ́ tó yẹ pé olè lọ́yàn láàyò. Eléyìí ń tiẹ̀ olè lọ́yàn láàyò látijọ́ ta ti mọ̀. Ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀dẹ̀ ti sú wa ti mú. Ọmọ táyà ń wò yóò ti lọ Kirikiri yóò ti dé o. Ṣèbí wọ́n ní correction center ní ọgbà ẹ̀wọ̀n jẹ́. Eléyìí lọ correction center kò dé correct ara ẹ̀ náà. Ó tún dé ó tún jalè náà ni. Àdúgbò tó bá ti wọ̀ báyìí àdúgbò yẹn wọ́n ní nísinmi nǹkan yín máa sọnù ńbẹ̀ ṣáà ni. Níjẹta àwọn ọ́fíìsà mi rí tó gbẹ́rù ẹlẹ́rù kí ló gbé kí lẹ́nu gbé níjẹta aluminium fè báyìí ni àwọn Gerard bẹ́ẹ̀ni tó kó níjẹta sínú àpò wábí ẹ lé ẹ̀rí mú. Mo lè ó wà lórí ọ̀kadà àmọ́ tí ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ sábùkà sábò ògé tiẹ̀. Sábùkà sùn àyàn lọ́dọ̀ àwọn mọ́là tó wá establish kàṣùwá síbẹ̀ ọlọ́dẹ wà lálẹ́ o tí ó bá sáwọn gbogbo àwọn ọmọ yẹn ní máa kóńkó ní nǹkan kan lọ máa tà síbẹ̀ o the same thing lánàá ńkọ́. àná mo tún ka méje lórí machine náà ni mo wà ní sábùkà sáyẹn náà mo wà ń bẹ̀ kàn dúró gbẹ́tù ní náà bàkàrà ti gbé kọjá again. olú chelsea ẹlẹ́lẹ́kẹ̀jẹ̀ mo gan. ọtún mọbi tó wọ̀ nínú sábùkà sùwà yẹn. ó wá di èní. sábẹ́ vigilante pa ni. ó wá di èní mo yẹ tún kálẹ̀ nínú yẹn. kí ló lọ gbélé ní inú àpò lórí nínú òjò. bẹ́ẹ̀ni ìgbà tá a máa wo inú àpò yẹn kí ló wà ń bẹ̀. Agbo church gbé àgbo yẹn sókè gbé àgbo yẹn sókè ẹ wò ṣí tọ́ọ̀nù ẹ̀ padà browse ni àbí. bẹ́ẹ̀ni browse ni àgbo browse. mo kọ yẹn sókè má gbó yẹn sókè mo kọ ẹ sókè ẹ wò ó ti yẹkun ẹ̀. ṣé ń gbọ́ ẹ wò ṣe tó rí ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì yẹn mu àwọn ẹni ẹlẹ́ni tó máa lu aago níjọ́ Sunday bá mẹ́kùn yẹn sókè gbàgbàgbó sókè àwọn ẹni ẹlẹ́ni tó máa lu aago níjọ́ Sunday ó sọ pé lánàá òun wọ ibi tí kí ló kó lánàá speaker àwọn speaker bí tó ti nílé radionic ẹnì yẹn gba ṣẹ́ǹsìn àti jẹ gbèsè ló lọ palẹ̀ mọ́ àwọn speaker àwọn kó sápò ó lọ tà fáwọn kàṣúà níjẹta aluminium lé Gerard ilé ó lọ tà aluminium window ó lọ tà lẹ́ẹ̀ni ó gbé aago ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì kí la máa ṣe sọ́rọ̀ eléyìí báyìí ìjọba ẹ̀yin èèyàn kí ni ká ṣe sọ́rọ̀ eléyìí ó lè lóyàn láàyò àti múùsì kò ń ṣẹ̀mẹ́jọ ní alẹ́kùngbẹ̀rígbẹ̀ ni ibo ló ti gbé ẹ sọ̀rọ̀ sókè ẹ ìmọ̀ta ló tún ti lọ pé ẹ̀yin ará àmọ̀ta tẹ́ bá ti rí ọmọ yìí ṣebí ọmọ ọmọta ní ìmọ̀ta lẹ́ ń gbé tẹ́lẹ̀ tí mọ́mí ẹ̀ fi ibo ni mọ́mí ẹ̀ wà sí mọ́mí ẹ̀ ti sá kó mọ̀ta fún ẹ ìyá ẹ̀ sá fún ni o ìyá ẹ̀ lóhùn fẹ́ rí kọ́ lọ pa kẹwọ́ ọmọ olórí burúkú ọmọ yìí ó dẹ̀ tún lọ sínú mọ̀ta yẹn lọ ń kó nǹkan wọn bẹ̀ ẹ wò chọ́ọ̀chì yẹn ń sìn tán bá fẹ́ lago fún Jésù jọ Sunday aago olófẹ́lù fún Jésù aago olófẹ́lù fún àwọn ọmọ ìjọ pé ẹ wọlé ẹ wojú ọmọ yìí dáadáa o ibi tó bá ti wọ̀ àdúgbò tó bá ti wọ̀ ẹ wo sẹ́yìn rojú ẹ̀ àdúgbò tó bá ti wọ̀ ẹ pa ìwẹ̀ mu mo dẹ̀ gba aládùúrà fún ẹ tó náà ní jáwọ́ sórí correction center tó lọ yẹn ló máa tó padà fún ẹ láṣẹ Ọlọ́run ọba torí ìwọ ọmọdún mélòó ni ẹ sọ̀rọ̀ sókè ẹ ó ti ń jalè kò ì pé 14 years ó jà títí wọ 18 ṣe rí pé ó máa jáwọ́ 40 ni ṣé ti rí ẹ wojú ẹ dáadáa àwọn olóòbùkún ọmọ tó ń bá àwa yùtù lórúkọ jẹ́ lélẹ́yìí tí wọ́n jẹ́ káwa yùtù nísìnyí nígbà táwa ń sin àwa yùtù àwa ọ̀dọ́ yanṣẹ́ security lápá wo òfẹ́ nǹkan báyìí ládùúgbò wa káwọn ará àdúgbò wa ìfojú olè wò wá táwọn kan dẹ̀ tún wá láti ta tọ́tún wá ń ja olè yẹn tẹ́bálẹ̀ nígbà wa gùn nígbà o tẹ́bálẹ̀ yìí fẹ́ máa jalè àwa máa mú yín torí àlejò kẹ bàá lórúkọ jẹ́ so òun leléyìí ẹ̀yin tèmi ojú ẹ̀ nìyẹn wojú ẹ̀ kí lórúkọ ẹ̀ abe lórúkọ ẹ̀ o alọ́kọ́ ló ń kígbe ni ẹ má fọ̀ ẹ má jẹ yẹn lọ.
So he's a a young man who was caught stealing speakers at a radionics shop, stole the church bell at the church, stole the aluminium frame from somebody's construction site. So somebody said he's probably building his own church. Who knows? So they probably should hand him over to the police. From what that guy said, he's probably not rehabilitatable or something. You know what I mean? Like they can't rehabilitate him. Rehabilitatable. Right. That is not the only thing. In Abia State, a young man called Chukwu Belum or so, I can't remember his name, right? But I'll show you. Was also arrested by the local vigilantes, the people, when he attempted to snatch and steal a 2-week-old baby from the mother. So the mother said she was breastfeeding the baby, taking care of the baby, right? Until this young man moved on now to snatch at the baby and even attempted to sexually assault her too. Then he was caught in this video.
So quick now. Huh? Okay. N'abalị ka ị ga-aga kọbụlụ ọtụtụ esi gara aga bụ Sunday. Di nwaanyị bụ pastor mgbe ọ gawara chọọchị ga-aba nga ya. Game attempt to rape her or walk for Galala drag. Gabia kikuru nwaanyị. A baby no 2 weeks old. No full conscience. Then I drag the baby with the mother. Say the baby had happened. Danala. I drug this morning, get roll and she not below the bed. Now that's all. Not joking, we won't conscience. At the end, I confirm with the mother. Now the baby had lala. You're not a or so not begin. I don't go take him. Fine. You could have put oculite kusezena bed. No, also with force because mbone mezi you will ma. Ndo ma talk on that phone. You will ma. What the woman ikuru wan. Equal unye business li.
Before that, you koturanye. Because he got time before you win kai. Correct from beginning to the end. Do you if you tell you?
Oh, not the woman. We feel like my connection.
One woman have from Amazing Gahena. I'm so full. A mama fan Gahena. I'll body go ahead and turn Galileo. Just put an able. Just starting him. Gaffing Gasaba. So the woman I'm going to say, Abonam gay, you don't know pretty. Namro na ya so ma shoki kama kwa mangi imekipe before mo na magazine that yesterday ya buru na odaba fuko me wuruzie phone with ego no lord the woman that's the guy what the lady na work for yes na ma for kola up
ego le ki we
16,000
but onye nwo lo si fi we 30,000
16,000 with the phone abo
iwo do 200 phone phone na moto me ka get tai ni. Oh, the understudy. The life. You will do 200 phones. Yeah, go to the understudy.
What's why?
When you phone the woman will together can phone the phone. Okay, but I found I come up together. Open, you go again. Don't answer. Briefly, I cash. Okay. The woman still get cut on. Now can you get called?
100,000.
I'm not if you
100,000. He would make it. I'm telling me business shop. So I wasn't logging business in the more ego. Give me for the shop, no game 100,000.
It's all good on your
door.
Buhari. Okay. So, the woman never so far. A banana, a low hole.
No, from the Guaguan yesterday on the Raffle. I got what for the woman.
I go for the woman. Okay. What? Unado. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Glan na doy. Una doka sata want to be there. Till they had happened halala. Emana modo quando ma hoshiriki. Huh? Chike give me brother. Okay. Mbano ndo ma to no get phone by phone. Okay, come on joga now. Ogwa bo onye bari kuru nwe na abala. Yesterday, what time?
Afternoon.
Got to. Okay. So, be me, I don't know the one that can happen like.
Asashamu de mwa na palo. Uzi bazeni meru menyi ya, I'm not a lubek. This guy back put him there. Ya back put him there. Ya. Ito mo jimma. Nam choroka yegwu mu. Were mma na do mu na edowazie di mma. Lekwa aka m. Ma dowazie ya di mma. Nwa in the process because I'm about to batch the door of the room. Windows mgbachiri ma na avu. Nwa na anu. Ma werezie di dowazie di mma. Nwa in the process ada anu. Ya nwagide m n'olu, lee olu. Nwagide m n'olu. O ya wakoro m ya lee m anya m. Nchọrọ ka ya egbuo m. Nsi ya mba mekwenoro gị gịnị se mejọ tubedem ike mgbe m batara obodo a. Ya bebe dom ma nwa ma gị nwa na ọ n'ala na-eti mkpu memeche the only opportunity m nwere mekulie nwa atọ sa na bed. Ya meche were mma gwakwa na bed am kwụsịrị nwa. Me were opportunity sị ka mmepe window ya kwa ma machine na wall. Nga ebe a na ihe mezuru. Mbe yinu me for already. So ya sim nchawo. Chọrọ ịtọ belt ya sim dinara. So mu anwagide with mma ahụ oji. Muna na aluzi. Aluzi na that place.
More now how old?
Just 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Okay, I'm now when they took Charade yesterday for the treatment. You got a good hospital. Oh, really? Hey. In la foku. E kwene foku. So mo so happy akoku lite nwa ya na ala koku se di na le bed. O me won conscience.
O na ni aka m horo ni meru ma
E happen for you.
First of all, il faut pour obejo. Il faut l'ocre obejo. Hein? Obejo. Ajo ça na. That's il faut lo summarize about obejo.
Young people with so much criminal tendencies. The lady had to fight for her life and at the same time for the life of her baby because he did everything to possibly neutralize the lady, like hurt her. But somehow he also felt like he should sexually assault her first. And it was during that struggle, that fight, that she raised alarm and got the attention of the people around who saved her. But by then, he's already kind of like a hot her. And she could, she was showing us some of where she sustained one injury or the other. A young man, Uma here in Abia State. But we're going to remain in that same Abia State because today, right, Alex Otti, their governor, was commissioning the first state-of-the-art bus terminal built in the state capital. And they also brought in the woman who was the INEC electoral returning officer, or election returning officer for the 2023, the woman who rejected all entreaties, all bribery to declare Alex Otti winner. So she was brought there too. So I'll show you that. Come on.
So all is now set for the official commissioning of the Umuahia Central bus terminal by the Executive Governor of Abia State, Dr. Alex Chioma Oti, OFR. And after today, here will be a beehive of commercial activities, more especially if you want to travel to Aba or Hafia, even within the city center. You just come here and you enjoy the air condition as you travel to your various. So this is the terminal that all is now set for the official commission, which is also part of activities lined up to celebrate the 3rd year anniversary of His Excellency Dr. Alex Chioma Oti. So let me take you a bit inside. So this is the bus terminal. You can see somebody making use of the staircase. Hey, this looks like this looks like an airport because we have not seen this type of thing in Abia. I think we need to appreciate the government is like a departure land. For instance, if you are waiting for your bus, this way you see it's chilled, no heat. So AC will be blowing you. I know very soon. It's not sweat. Enjoy the facility here. I wish you can just do a small entrance from here. So everything is working. So you can see that all is set. Today, there will be officially commissioned by His Excellency Dr. Alex Chioma Oti, UFR. Area. So, who are them? Bus terminal. So everything is set. Like this is the arrival road.
So that's Nena Oti. So that's the woman who announced Alex, and it came to pass that indeed they did everything at the last minute. So, sorry, that's Nena Oti again. Okay, so they said they did everything to try to truncate that happening. I was expecting this video to actually show me the bus parks. The terminal means where you can sit, buy your ticket, and then go outside and board the bus and travel. or maybe it's just a bus stop, or it's bus terminal, which means buses are expected to have their own different parks there. But I didn't get the clip to show that. But trust me, when I get that, I'm going to share it with you. When Oples Uzodigba of Owerri advised politicians, especially those ones from Imo State, not to use their last savings. They shouldn't use their money that is their last card to play politics, because they will regret it, and it is also the easiest way or easiest route to getting stroke. That is what he told them, right? But somebody is in deep pain because after all he spent to getting the APC tickets, he didn't get any. Now he feels like he's been, he was used. By who, bruv?
See this one. See this one. See this one. This one is 5 million naira. See this one. This one is 1 million naira. They took this one. They refused even to give me tickets, to give me receipt for this. I forced them to. This one is 5 million naira. This one is another 1 million naira. Making 7 million naira. I paid. Now we are going to all the money they sorted me from the party office. I spent over 10 million naira in that party office. I spent over 10 million naira purchasing this useless form. We were 6 in our house that bought this form, and all of us spent equally the same amount, over 10 million naira. 7 million naira plus all the money they sorted us from that APC party office in Owerri. They didn't find any of us worthy. These are my credentials. These are my credentials. All my credentials. All my credentials. This is my degree result. Everything is here. Everything is damn here. Everything is damn here. Nobody has contributed what I've contributed to that house. You look at us, you didn't find any of us worthy. You went to and gave somebody, a woman that bought Federal House form, that did not start primaries in Federal House. You went and gave her ticket. Somebody that never bought form for House of Assembly, you went to give her ticket for House of Assembly. Who does that? So who will pay us all the money which we have? I've spent over 100 million naira in this project. I've spent over 100 million naira in this project. You did not call us for any meeting, nothing. You just stayed at the government house to decide who you are giving the ticket. And you did not find any of us, the 6 of us that bought this form, you did not find us worthy. You now went and gave it to a woman who never declared interest to contest House of Assembly. It will not happen, no. It will not happen. It will never happen. This is criminality. It will never happen. How? The party is supreme, party is supreme. Party is supreme. How is party supreme when party cannot act honorably? How can you tell me that? I've been here for over 2 months, campaigning, doing all sorts of things, spending my money. I've spent over 100 million naira in this journey. Then I got on a government house, only for you to call a woman who never bought this form. By 12 midnight, you called her to come and fill form for House of Assembly, when she has already filled House of Rep. She could not succeed for House of Rep. Now you called her to come and fill form for House of Assembly. Who does that? It will not happen, no. It will not happen. It will not happen. Go and keep this thing. Go and keep this. Go and keep this.
Tiagasa. They tiagasa. He fell. He fainted. He passed out. He passed out. 70 years old man. But how many times would they tell you before you know that Nigeria is not for you? Now they never leave you. They have left you behind. Photo, not be juju be that. Sorry, oh. May God not allow them, make them kill you. 70 years old man. I am mumu too much. You be mumu. You think say they wise. How How many times would
They say they wise. Hopeless. So hopeless is what Tigba said. Don't invest your money too much. Oh. If you get stroke, oh, now bros is lamenting. It will never happen. It cannot happen. When it don't happen already, what do you mean by it cannot happen? You're talking to. It's happened already. You just have to deal with it, right? Last week, PDP said they cleared Jonathan to run for president as a consensus candidate. In fact, it was cleared in absentia, all right? So this group that wanted Jonathan to be their presidential candidate, they are that of Turaki group. Makinde, Turaki, Jerry Ghana, and Babangida Aliyu, all those guys. Those are the anti-Wike guys, all right? However, when it comes to the INEC, Wike's group is the group still recognized by Amukweton. So Wike's group have now nominated their own presidential candidates. Yeah, his name is Joga Ono. Abina Oga Ono, I don't know. So they said he's going to be the consensus, or he is the consensus candidate of the PDP. Now, I don't know how that's going to work. I strongly believe that it is the weakest group that will eventually have their way. Okay, so meet PDP presidential candidate that will remove Tifnumbu in 2027.
His Excellency Samuel Otto PhD and the Secretary of the Electoral Committee, Barrister Eninia Goma. And is being presented in the presence of the Electoral Management Body of the Federal Government of Nigeria. Senator Professor Sandy On, National Chairman, will present the flag to the candidate. National Chairman, sir. This is the flag of the People's Democratic Party. Thank you.
See what PDP don't turn to. I don't even know if I should cry for them or just celebrate their total decimation. All right. They didn't do any primaries, so there is no need for primaries and all that. So they are the ones who are writing the list who is going to. And the guy in that same tomfoolery, right, went on to speak to the media and promised that he's going to remove Kolu.
Insecurity is fundamentally a function of rural poverty. Fundamentally the product of rural poverty. If a lot of our young men and women who leave school get gainfully employed, they will not take to insecurity. If those who have not gone to school are engaged in one form of artisanship or the other, they will not go into recruitment, into banditry and all such things. As you do know, what we're having in the north is not religious. Fundamentally, it is economic. Fundamentally. I have also made the point that we must re-examine the funding of local governments. There is no territory in this country that is not a local government. The ungoverned spaces exist for the nurturing of this militancy because a lot of local governments are not funded. The president was courageous enough, I must give that to him, by going to the Supreme Court and asking that local government autonomy must be settled. And the Supreme Court justices said yes. But since then, what has happened? I will have the courage to insist, because I'm backed by law, that no governor must ambush local government funds. If local governments are properly funded, a lot of our young men and women will be meaningfully engaged at that level. Clear.
To recruit from the youths who are unemployed, 33% unemployed. Recruit 50 million youths into the army and the take away from their recruitment source. What they will eat? Cassava, agbado, corn in the morning, yam in the afternoon. It's growing here. You create demand and consumption. For over 5 million army of boot camps, we create our food. I mean, that's money for the farmers. That's consumption for the soldiers and skill development. Don't call them by illiterate. Don't talk about illiteracy. Anybody who can own gun, who can handle gun, who can cock gun and clean the chamber and cock and shoot is technically competent to repair a tractor. To recruit from.
That's a call. So that's the PDP presidential candidate, Professor Ono. And he is the weakest candidate. That is the guy that they are going to organize campaigns for. All right. Who is now going to stand against Kolu? God damn it, man. The mockery is so crazy. You know. Anyway, before we get to see Kolu at Salah today, from the ADC, the fallout of the ADC primary elections 2 days ago, rejected by Rotimi Amechi. So they couldn't announce Atiku yesterday for some reason. They were supposed to do their collation yesterday and announce their winner and all that. So they moved it to today. As we are watching this video, I actually have some of the clips now. They are arriving to start announcing Atiku as winner. But we have no idea if Amechi will be there or if Amechi is going to pull out. We don't know yet. Okay? But people are already reacting. Some of the Amechi supporters, they are already reacting. So there was a space for them on Twitter yesterday. Okay. So a few snippets from some of their reactions. Okay. I'll share with you. Come. Listen.
Are you talking about David Mark? I don't want to go on and on. Are you talking about David Mark?
Are you talking about the party chairman?
The state chairman. The state chairman.
The state chairman.
The state chairman, yes.
If you know the direction we are going, what's wrong with that
the way
statement?
you are saying it, it looks as if you are.
What's wrong with that statement?
Okay, there's nothing wrong with it.
Okay, no, listen, let me tell you. Oham, listen.
Did chairman mention names?
I'm not going to.
Oham, listen. Oham, listen. There's a reason why some states released endorsements. If party leadership tells you, for us, we are endorsing these candidates, it is as a result of popular votes.
Not a problem, but then
it is. Wait now. It is as a result of popular opinion.
They should have allowed those votes to play out now. People are voting on behalf of
if they say, wait. Are you saying after the party chairman said, you know the direction we are going to, there was no election, they just wrote the results? Is that what you are saying?
They just wrote it. There was no election in Imo State. They just wrote it. They took those things.
You have to prove this. You have to prove it. And please, the whole idea of alleging Ohams, the whole idea of Ohams, listen now, the whole idea of alleging
Produce the
without
result that was
necessarily
signed by the
proving
rotary
anything.
agent in Imo State. Produce one.
Ohams, hold on now.
Let them
The
produce
whole
one now
idea,
that a rotary
This guy,
agent
you should
signed.
calm down. Just
the
calm
whole,
down. Just calm
the
down.
whole idea of
Said he will call you on the phone. Unless you are giving me express permission to say, unless you are giving me express permission to say what to say now, and you cannot get angry because
I
of
am
it.
a returning officer, and I did not meet anybody personally. I'm just a returning officer in a war, so I did not meet anybody personally.
Honorable,
and had any
you would have to, honorable, you would have to agree here and now in presence of everybody that if I have to respond to you, I am free to say whatever I want to say. And you will not hold me responsible for it.
you want to say, please. Please go
Fine.
ahead and be free to say whatever you want to say.
Ezio Obodo, the election.
But you should know if you say something contrary to what he has done, what he didn't do, you will be prosecuted by the authority.
And say whatever you want
to
say. Say whatever you want to say. Nobody's going to hold you accountable. Say whatever you think that happened.
Ohams, think before you speak. Think before you speak.
I don't understand. What's going on here? What's going on here?
What the election materials get to
I am giving you
word.
the floor. I am giving you the floor to say whatever, and you are busy by carrying. Just say whatever that happened that you think I did. Whatever. Don't hinder and don't.
No, I am
back.
asking a question. I am
hold
a question.
back. Say
I am asking a question.
Here on this page.
And that is why I'm asking now. I am asking a question. He's asking about Ikenebu ward. That what happened in Ikenebu ward.
I am not the state returning the Ikenebu ward. Why is he asking me Ikenebu? I did only Owerri West. Ikenebu is Owerri municipal.
Okay, Ezio Obodo ward. Ezio Obodo ward. Ezio Obodo ward.
Ezio Obodo is ward 5.
Yes.
What happened in Ezio Obodo? Please, don't hold back. Say it.
I'm asking. I've already asked the question, sir. The election.
What happened? Tell me your difference. Tell me your grievances.
I'm done. I won't say further.
I don't take you serious anymore. I'm telling you, I've lost respect for you.
Don't take me seriously.
I don't take you serious anymore.
I'm going to.
You are trying to cause chaos here.
It's not. I don't do this nonsense.
You are calling chaos. You are causing chaos here. You are not saying anything tangible for harms. You are stressing us here.
Time to speak.
You are actually stressing us here. And every time you are here,
Good night, everyone. I don't do this. Good night.
You are stressing us here. What is it?
Good night.
Okay.
Wait. We are all
calling myself. I don't do that. I don't come here to be reporting him like he's a kid. He's not a kid. I don't do that nonsense.
Ohams, wait.
Good night, everyone.
Wait. Ohams, don't go nowhere.
Why is he waiting? He called someone's name. The person was called on the phone. He could not substantiate his claim.
Ohams, wait.
Ohams has left. It's
Goodbye
fine.
to Ohams, I beg.
Every. This thing Ohams is doing here, he cannot try it in obedience space. He cannot try it in APC space. You people are just moderate.
We are not like them, and we don't want to be like them.
That is it. How you come and be throwing tantrums? They are giving.
Are you talking about it? So Baba, that's still the early stage. Sure, you get. Usually they were pretending, okay, that they were friends, and then the obedience, they are the toxic, like they are the problems. So if they leave, the coalition will be fine because their supporters are friends. Unfortunately, that is not looking so. So tonight, they've started the preparation to announce the winner, which is obviously Atiku, right? Well, I'm going to give you the details of that maybe tomorrow. But in snippets, what they are doing right now in Abuja.
Once again, my honor to welcome you all back to this momentous occasion. Our national chairman has just come in, and that signals the readiness of everybody. Tonight is going to be shorter than last night, especially when we remember that today is Salah. So in difference to our Muslim brothers and sisters, we're going to work very hard to keep it short. Once again.
So that one is ongoing in Abuja right now. In fact, I have the clip of Atiku's arrival. But we'll do that some other time. The supporters of Fubara are not all lying low or falling in line as expected. One of them is really, really raging of how things turned out. The Fubara didn't even have the spine to start a fight. He didn't have the mileage. This guy is angry.
You lack that capacity. You lack that capacity of your father. Wicked. You lack the capacity and you went and fought him. Why you are not up to that stage? Why you are not up to that capacity? You make Rivers State people follow you. Rivers State people follow you. Rivers State people follow you. You don't throw it there for River. I foresee all this thing. Me, bring my chief. I see this thing. So we can fight you. And you lack capacity. They will tell you what to do. You refuse to do. Bring out money. Can you fight this fight? You refuse to do. Why have money to your hand? With the hungry. With the shout. With the complaint. With the hungry. With the hungry. With the hungry. You the just another year. But you the trouble the fool. Our money to your hand. You the trouble the fool. You're still the trouble the fool. Your brother the trouble the fool. People that sit down with you when they gossip. When they laugh with you, the trouble the fool. You keep up for hungry for how many years? You keep up for hungry for how many years? Now, you tell us you know the contest. You know the contest government again. You tell us you know the contest again. You lack capacity. You lack capacity. This is not a way of playing politics. Do you know how we can manipulate and bring you? And you don't want to manipulate for yourself. Now you are claiming as if you are a church goer. You are claiming as if you are a church goer. Yeah, you go to politics, you want to go to church. Are you going to church or you are playing politics? Are you going to church or you are playing politics? Alright? So my life over you see up talking to. You push shame in our eyes. You always say, Rivers, I will not let you down. I will not let you down. You let us down. You are put shame in our eyes. You are put shame in our eyes. My life over I see all these things them. I tell you, you know they behave like a German. No go throw away us for River Quiet house. Do way they behave. Do way they behave. Huh? You behave like let's see someone standing there. Carry money, give people. Men I will support you. Men I work for you. Men I show you how to do it. You refuse. You still on top of the money. You still on top of the money. Only civil servant. Only civil servant. Employers, no green employers. Employers, no green employers. Now, who don't follow you now? Don't dive ground. As you follow you now, you don't go throw us for River Quiet house. C'est my life for brother, you're the top. C'est my life for brother. You put shame for our face. Now you don't throw us for River. You don't throw us for River. You don't throw us for River Quiet house. You go settle us. You go settle us. Else I go swear for you. If you settle us, we go swear for you. We go swear for you. We go swear for you. Civil servant, what did I imply? What are we when they never imply? What they follow you? You push shame for our face. Through us for River Quiet house. You say no the contest again. But no Allah. Next time, Rivers you to follow people like you again. You lack capacity. Next time, Rivers Youth will not follow you again. Thank you, Rivers Youth. Take my advice. Rivers Youth, take my advice. Thank you, everybody. You lack that capacity.
Now to on far. Ma okuta to wa nbe ma yoku nbe. Ma sabi bata ban sa ewa.
It's a medical advice. He's speaking on behalf of other disappointed supporters of the Fubara who have now been put to shame. They were willing to go all out for him, but he won't release money, as he said, right? He didn't release money. He should have released money. Madio. Anyway, I am kind of like a little bit getting exhausted now, so we're going to be wrapping it up. But let's wrap it up in Lagos. Where Kolu and, okay, I think I'm going to actually like double it, but all in one, okay? So Kolu and Shittiman on Salah Day. First, what is life like for the Lagosians who have to deal with Kolu's presence in their states.
This is totally rubbish. She's not patient. Are you expecting us to start this session because of that stupid man?
Please. With
it's going now. We should pass now. Mona is that patient.
See this one, they do parade. See. Now that thing go kill you. And we are under the sun. See. See them. They do parade. And we are under the sun.
Under the sun. Stupid Nigerians. See the stupid man.
Nothing will happen for this person.
Yeah, William, stupid man. Now God will punish you. Idiot man. Wind down if he share for you, stupid man. Only one person, no. See one person. Now God will punish you. Punish you, idiot. Carry Nigeria, put it right. Now God will punish her.
Maybe we don't stand under the sun for this.
Now, truly, everybody they para. People are agitated. Everyone is angry. I mean, rightly so. You can't be going through what Kolu have somehow subjected Nigerians to and remain normal. Okay? So he was going to mosque for Salah. And yeah, so did Shitty Man. And then he also has a message, or they both have messages for you on Salah Day. Barika de Salah, though.
Well, we thank God, Almighty Allah, for us who had provided for us to and keep us to see another year, another Ikabi. We thank His mercy, and we must learn from the lessons of this season. And is showing love to one another, no discrimination, no ethnicity, no hatred, and we should share love and be generous to one another in a way that will reflect the value of our country and the humanity in us. It is essential that we be very tolerant, be obedient to the wish of Allah, and obedient to the rule of law, which must guide our society. That is it.
Thank you very much.
Issue of insecurity, that is the law. That's obedience of law. Nowhere in the holy teaching that you should engage in banditry. Nowhere that you should kill another human being. The sacrifice we are talking about, even in the beginning of life, where we take this from, a child was replaced with animal. And that is what the value of life is all about.
Observed the Eid al-Adha prayer. What is your message to Nigerians?
Well, our message to Nigerians is to continue praying for peace and for mutual coexistence amongst all Nigerians. And as we enter the political phase, there is a need for maturity, for forbearance, and for generosity of spirit in our political interactions. Most importantly, what binds us together supersedes whatever that divides us. The world itself is in turmoil occasioned by the war in the Middle East. The cost of living indices globally has risen. I wish to call on Nigerians to exercise patience and tolerance. Governments at all levels are poised to ameliorate the sufferings of the Nigerian people. Let there be peace in the land. And let's pray for peace not only in Borno, but in all the nooks and crannies of this country, in the Sahel zone of West Africa, and in the world at large.
I'm move past you. You know I'm rich me guy. I swear to God that talk I'm move past you. I'm move past you again. I'm move past you. Ask anybody. See, you go argue this thing, but I swear to God I'm move past you. You don't see how they move before. Me again, I'm move past you.
Don't see it before. Anyway, thanks so much everyone for another session tonight, and thank you, Lebabs. I got my cup of coffee or cups of coffee. Thank you. And thanks to every one of you this part of this program tonight. Please remember to like the broadcast as you are signing out to, okay? And if you joined us late, maybe you should just rewind this and watch it from the start, right? And to everyone else, thank you so much for your time. I am going to see you another time. Good night.
Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Maiyegun diary Maiyegun number one. Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Maiyegun diary Maiyegun number one. Maiyegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ará ìlú. Maiyegun diary Maiyegun number one. Lórí Facebook àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Maiyegun diary Nayibi #1. bó bá ṣe àní Maiyegun máa wí. Maiyegun diary Nayibi #1. ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Maiyegun diary Nayibi #1. Maiyegun diary Politico. Maiyegun diary Nayibi #1. Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Maiyegun. Maiyegun diary Nayibi #1. ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu. Maiyegun diary Nayibi #1. àní Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Maiyegun diary Nayibi #1. àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. lórí Facebook. Maiyegun ti dé. àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. lórí YouTube. Maiyegun ti dé. àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Maiyegun máa wí. àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. ijó ìgbádìyẹ. Maiyegun máa wí. àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o. Maiyegun máa wí. àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. kí gómìnà kówó jẹ. Maiyegun máa wí. àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá. Maiyegun máa wí. àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o. Maiyegun máa wí. àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. òkúra olóṣèlú. Maiyegun máa wí. àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o. Maiyegun ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran. wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o. Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀. Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o. Maiyegun ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran. kì máa yí ṣeré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣẹ̀fẹ̀. kì máa yí ṣeré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣẹ̀fẹ̀. ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣà ìtú wọn síta. Maiyegun ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran. tẹnitẹni ọmọ Maiyegun ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́run ṣọ́ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù. lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù. bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́bẹ̀. èèpo ọ̀bọ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti dọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ bùyà. àìsíwọ̀lú ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá ó kó ẹni tó bá dán wò á kàmù. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì o. Ẹ̀yin bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ̀rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran.